As we adjust to life with the new coronavirus around us, our behaviors and habits are quickly changing. What will be the impact of these changes on the organizations and industries around us? We broadly see three business categories. Number one was the winners sector that will benefit. In the above I button, you can see the winners sector. The second one, which is the losers sector, that will suffer. This video is that. And the upcoming video, which will be of in the in-betweeners sector, that could go either way depending on how they respond. So let's start today's video. For the losers, their management will need a Herculean effort to pull them through the crisis. Even if they succeed, many will be seriously damaged. The natural strategy in this sector will be to cut cost, de-risk operations, and be ready to return when the conditions would improve. In number 1, it is airlines, trains, and cruise ships. The global airline industry has said it will need up to $200 billion in emergency support, and Boeing has called $60 billion in assistance for aerospace manufacturers. As the international travel industry bleeds cash, Norwegian has already cut 85% of its route and laid off 90% of its staff. Virgin Atlantic intends to park up to 85% of its fleet during the month of April and asking staff to take up 8-week unpaid leave over the next 3 months to avoid job losses. IAG, parent company of British Airways, Iberia, Aer Lingus, Level and Vueling will cut capacity of 75% in April and May, while the Air France KLM group is set to cut capacity by operations, and bankruptcy is likely for some, between 80% and 90%. Tourism is in second position. The US Travel Association is projecting that close to 5 million travel-related American jobs will be lost. This is more than 25% of the 15.8 million Americans who work in the sector. The situation is equally dire elsewhere. For example, all Sky Resorts and in Italy, France, Austria and Switzerland are effectively closed for this season. Oil and gas in number 3. On January 1, a barrel of crude oil sold for just $67 on US. New York's NASDAQ exchange. At the time of writing, it was trading at around $26 per barrel. So companies' oil reserves are worth less than half that of a start of a year. The value of grants like BP reflects this. On March 9, it was worth 51% of what it was at the start of January. According to International Energy Agency, global oil demand is set for its first annual drop since 2009. Investment and bankings in number 4. Hundreds of London's and New York investment bankers are set to lose their jobs amid a slump in deal making. Shares of leading US bank JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America and Citigroup are all down more than 30% from January in high. Financial News spoke to senior London investment bankers who predicted a drop in fees of up to 50% in the first 6 months of 2020. That would mean around $10.7 billion in lost revenues across equity deals, the worst first half of a year since 2009. Traditional retail shops in number 5. With people confined to their homes, there isn't much point keeping traditional retail shops open. The largest US mall owner, Simmons Property Group, announced on March 18 that it would close all its malls across the country. Similarly, decisions have been made across Europe and Asia. Apart from groceries and pharmacies, it will take a long time to traditional retailers to recover. Italy, Europe's first hit country, cancelled all sporting events until at least April 3. France, Spain, Germany and UK quickly followed suit. This year's Copa America and Euro 2020 football tournaments have been postponed until 2021. North America's Major League Soccer, the National Basketball Association and National Hockey League have suspended their seasons and restricted locker room access to players and essential staffs only. The African Nation Championship 2020 soccer tournament, scheduled for April in Cameroon, has been postponed indefinitely. Long cancellation mean major losses for sports channels and traditional cable TV. Ecosystems of live sports has kept millions of viewers from cutting the cord on a cable. The last one is the cinemas. Analysts predict that globally film industries is facing $5 billion loss from diminished box office revenues and production restrictions. That could grow if more countries force people to remain at home or order public space to close. The next video will be on the in-betweeners. The in-betweeners sector, which are most probably neither on winning side nor on losing side. So, for that, keep watching and do subscribe now for the next upcoming videos. If you like this video, do comment and subscribe below for latest updates. Till now, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.